Hi guys, if you're a marketing agency and your sole source of new customer acquisition is Meta ads and you're fed up of watching your cost per acquisition creeping up, you're going to want to listen to this because I'm going to talk you through a system that I use to book 18 booked appointments for a marketing agency in the space of 2 weeks using cold email. My name's Adam. I run a cold email marketing agency called Boundless B2B. And I'm going to talk you through a system and a framework that you can use regardless of your niche, and make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to explain everything from how to source the leads, how to enrich the leads, how to use AI to rank the leads, how to use AI to personalize your email copy so you get really great response rates. And I'm also going to give you a really great prompt that you can use on Claude Code to do the same. So let's jump in. All right, guys, so first things first, let me show you the results of the campaign. So as you can see, we sent emails to almost 4,000 leads. We got a reply rate of 5.75%, and from that, we got 44 opportunities. Now, an opportunity is essentially anyone that responded positively to our emails. And I spoke to this particular client last week, and he told me he booked so far 18 out of those 44 positive responses for a meeting. So let me talk you through the system and the framework that you can use, and you can do this for any niche to get those type of results. So the first thing, I've used a slightly tenuous analogy here of gold and mining for gold. So the first thing you want to do is actually scrape a lead list. Now, the tools that you use are going to be different depending on your niche, and I'll probably do another video on that. But if your vertical is on Google Maps, so in this instance, in this particular example, this was for a web agency that works with home industries. So you know that those types of businesses, and this can be the same for dentists, med spas, electricians, anyone that's is going to be on Google Maps versus a niche, let's say lawyers, insurance brokers, any more blue collar type of lead that is going to be on LinkedIn. There's a different set of tools for those guys. But in this example, I'm just going to talk about niches that are going to be more local businesses that will be on Google Maps. And these are my 4 favorite tools. I'm sure there's a bunch of them that you can also use that essentially do the same thing. My favorite out of this is a tool called Outscraper. I just find that it gets me the most amount of emails. So this is the tool here. It's called Outscraper. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple to use. You just want to go here to the Google Maps scraper, and it's $3 for 1,000 records. So not too bad. Now, not all of these 1,000 records are going to have emails, and that's really what the differentiating factor is with these different tools. But Outscraper is a good place to start. Another popular one is Apify. Apify has a bunch of different, they're called actors, which is essentially just scraping tools. And they have a bunch of different tools that will also scrape Google Maps for you, and just have a little play around. If you just go to the Apify store here, type in Google Maps, you'll see a bunch of different scrapers. They all have slightly different pricing models. Check the reviews. Some will be better than others. And a little tip on this, if you guys are using Claude Code, and I'm sure you are because you're a smart bunch, then what you can do, which makes this even more easy, is actually just get all of these tools will have APIs. Get the APIs, feed it into Claude, and it just makes the whole thing a lot easier because you can just use your Whisper Flow and tell it to scrape you a list of home service businesses in Dallas, and yeah, makes you feel very clever. So those are tools I recommend for that. And then the second thing is actually enriching, because generally speaking, when you scrape something like Google Maps, you're not necessarily going to have all of the information that you want for a really good campaign. Now, the kind of godfather of B2B lead gen is Clay. If you use Clay, you know what I'm talking about. But essentially, what it will allow you to do is feed in the leads that you've just scraped, and then it has a whole bunch of different enrichment tools, and you can feed it a bunch of different APIs, and it will help you get more information on the businesses. So you might want to know, for example, how many people are in the business, an idea of their revenue. You might want to know different signals, like have they recently opened a second office? Are they hiring for someone? And there are a ton of videos on YouTube that you can watch that tell you how to do that. But you can do it all within Clay. You can also use Claude Code. Claude Code is actually doing wonders for me right now. And Claude Code is also great for finding emails because you can just ask it to scrape the website. So all of those big companies that you get from the Google Maps scraper that don't have emails, you can also ask Claude Code to essentially scrape all the websites to see if it can find even more emails than what you got with your original scraping. And then these are a bunch of other tools built with, but essentially allows you to figure out exactly the tech stack that different businesses use and what their websites are built with. Wavelizer does the same thing. So if you're trying to find, let's say you're an e-com store and you're trying to figure out, do these businesses use Shopify because you have an alternative product, or you can use that. If you're an SEO agency and you want to get information about a particular business, how much traffic they get, the backlinks, their citation, you can also use the APIs from tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush and get that information. And then that's your enrichment phase done. So you've mined for gold, you've cleansed the gold. This is a really lame analogy, but here we go. And then finally, what you want to do with this information is essentially use it as a signal to tell you that this lead will be a good fit for your service or your product. And rather than relying on the Facebook, the Meta algorithm, which, don't get me wrong, is getting better and better, but you guys who run Facebook ads know that you still get a very mixed bag and can often get on calls with people that are just wholly unqualified. What you can do here, once you have those enriched leads and you have that information, you can put it into Claude Code and you can create a prompt that essentially ranks all these leads in terms of how good a fit they'll be for your product. Now, the example I'm going to talk you through here is for a client, and he's a web design agency, but he's also recently launched a software, and essentially what it does is he gets you a new website and it plugs into his CRM that has an AI chat widget on the website, AI receptionist, and like a whole bunch of different features. But what we're going in, the kind of thing that we're getting them in on, is basically redoing their website. So we want to look for home service businesses, because that's his niche, that have a website that looks like it could do with a bit of help. And so these are 8 different signals that you can use, from the page speed. Does it have a clear above the fold CTA? Does it have the chat widget or booking widget on it? Does it have trust signals, reviews, testimonials? Is there a clear services list? Contact method, visual modernity. You can even get it to rank the aesthetics of a website, and it will come up with a scoring system that will essentially spit out a spreadsheet like this, where you have all of the issues, the top 3 issues that it finds on each website, that you can then use as a custom variable within the email copy, so it looks highly personalized, and it will also give you an idea of whether or not these will be a strong target or not, and it can even give them like a score, which is awesome. So that's that. So that's the valuing of the gold, continuing on with my quite bad metaphor. And then finally, you want to have a call to action, because obviously the 80-20 of cold email is how much value you can offer them, and you can have all of the best enrichment and personalization in the world, but if you've got a really lame, like high friction call to action, you're just saying, hey, got 10 minutes to jump on a call to talk about it, it just doesn't cut it these days. So you're going to want to have a powerful CTA. Now here, these are 3 potential ones that you can offer. And what you can do if you want to be really sophisticated is you can rank your leads, and only your top scoring tier 1 leads, you can offer them the call to action that will be the most work for you. And then the call to actions that are easier for you, you can offer to the less valuable leads. So here, 3 issues. You point out the main 3 issues they've got with their website or whatever your service is that you offer, and then you offer to show them how to fix them. A Loom audit is a common one. You offer, you point out what's going wrong for them, and you offer to send them a video showing them how to fix them. Free mock-up, this is the most powerful one. Yeah, again, any kind of free service is going to be the most work for you guys, but now with AI, you can actually make that a lot easier for yourselves. So this particular client is able to actually do mock-ups of a website and what it would look like pretty simply. He's built something out where he essentially just feeds the website of a potential client, and then it actually spits out like a mock-up. I don't know if it's Figma or what he uses, and he sends it to them and they immediately see an amazing, beautiful website. Or competitor comparison. Let's say you're an SEO website and you mention their 3 biggest competitors and you say, hey, they're getting more traffic than you. Want me to show you 3 quick fixes that will allow you to outrank them in 90 days. Something like that's really going to get people going. So hopefully that all made sense and you guys are still with me. If you are, I appreciate it. And now I'm going to show you, with all that information, what you can do with it when it comes to your email copy. Here's some examples, and I'll just pull something up here. So here, I was searching for painting companies in Edmonds and found your website. I ran a quick check on it and spotted 3 things: no above the fold CTA, no live chat or booking widget, limited trust signals on homepage. Each one of these can lead to a low conversion rate and a lot of missed opportunities. I built a fully optimized modern mock-up of your website with an AI booking system that automatically captures qualifiers to follow us up with leads. Want me to send it? So again, this is all the ingredients that you want for a good, high-performing email. You've pointed out something specific and personal to their website. There's a little bit of extra personalization here. You've mentioned their town, the type of company they are, and then you've offered essentially a solution that helps bridge the gap of the issues that you just mentioned. And again, you can get creative with it. And for example, with this, we got it to scrape the exact mobile speed score there's a free API, like a mobile page speed API from Google, and you can use that. And then you can pull something like this. Hey, I pulled up your website on mobile. Noticed you have a mobile speed of 53 out of 100. And let's say for a HVAC company, getting Google traffic, that's bookings walking out the door before anyone contacts you. Would it be worth me sending over a video showing you what a fully optimized website with an AI booking system could look like for name? So I hope you found that useful. What I'll do is I'll leave you a little link below where you can actually get this whimsical board, and I'll also show you the prompt that I used to whip up that this system here, so you can actually get Claude Code to scrape websites and rank the businesses in terms of what you're looking for. Hope you found that useful, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.